guys, it's Kate. I'm finally doing my October wrap up. Well, to tell the truth, I didn't have much time to read many books, and I only read two of them, like, and two of them were fantasy books and historical fiction. So a combination of fantasy and historical fiction. One is written by an Indian author and the second one by an American author. So probably I'm going to start with one written by an Indian author. So it's a book called Born to be King, and it's the first in the Kautilya adventures story, because as I know, and like as I can judging from the ending, it's clear that there's going to be a continuation. So it's a story which is set in, I suppose, in ancient times, because it involves different Hindi or Indian gods, and like people are very obsessed with gods and they ask help from them, they worship them, they praise them, and gods are the only forces that help people in India to survive. And we follow this young girl, like I think from her childhood to her adulthood, named Kautilya. She's the sixth child in a family, and she also has 5 brothers. And each of them obtains which different animals have, because they were born as a result of some riot. Not riot, sorry. So there was some special, ceremony that involved gods, and they were brought to life, or like they were born with the help of gods. And so as a result of different birds' sacrifice. So their father, he sacrificed the most beautiful birds, and as a result he got 6 different children, because his wife was not able to have children, and unfortunately, like, she died. So sorry for the spoilers. If you don't want to if you don't want me spoiling the story, just mute the video for several minutes. So, and as a result of this sacrifice, he got 6 children, as I've already said, and each of the children has special powers obtained by these birds. And like Kautilya, this girl, she as a result got a power of a parrot. So she had good memory, she was very quick and pretty intelligent. So, and everything goes well. She has the love of her life, who is her friend at first, and then they afterwards they fell in love. But like one day her life just falls apart at once, because of the treason, and the treason from the angle that she couldn't even expect. So it came out of nowhere. She thought that she was surrounded by loyal and beloved people, but it appears that there are some problems, not only in the state, not only in the court, but in the family itself. So because of the treason, she lost everything and has to fight for her country and for her right to be a princess and to be free. And what I liked about this story is that it challenges so many hot questions like genocide, like what it means to be a king or a queen, what it means to be a ruler in general. What qualities does it inquire or require? Sorry. And well, I suppose the story is pretty long because it has like almost 360 pages, like 359 pages. Um, and sometimes I was a little bit bored mm, because of the length of the story. So sometimes it was not as tense as I wanted it. And also, it has many violent scenes. I don't like reading books with violent scenes, so that's why I won't recommend children under 12 reading this book due to some not really good and, as I've already said, violent scenes. But in general, if you are a fan of Indian mythology, beautiful, interesting, and like exciting creatures, because there are like uh, Indian warriors, Indian demons, Indian gods, and if you're a fan of love stories, and this story definitely has like a love line between two main characters, so you should probably pick this one up. But what I really didn't enjoy while reading, one more spoiler, sorry, is like the conflict between the siblings. So finally, Kautilya has this conflict with her brothers, and I despise stories and like uh, such plot twists that involve family conflicts and family confrontations. I suppose that uh, siblings don't have to be at war, they don't have to have different conflicts, and they don't have to confront each other. That's just unnatural, I suppose. And well, because family is the most important thing that the person has in the entire life, and these people are the only are the only creatures and uh, that can help you to get through your life. So, if you don't like family conflicts or family confrontations, you you don't have to pick this one up. But in general, like the pace of the story, the idea, all the mythology involved, and the language was pretty good. So if you are a fan of fantasy Indian stories, you should definitely pick this one up. Okay, let's finish up with Indian fantasy and switch to American books. There was one actually American book that have read that I read over October, and you can check my vlog on this one because I have described it thoroughly, and uh, like I have provided all the details, so I don't need to get into details right now. If you want to check all the information on this book, all the plot twists, all the opinions on my all my opinions on this book, you can check out my vlog. I'm going to leave the link to the blog in the comment section. But I'm going to provide some like details and some impressions on this book. It's The Lady Rock by Jen Bennett, and it's a nice book actually. And we follow this girl named Theodora. She's the daughter, or she's the American treasure hunter's daughter. And one day, her father gets missing, and she has to find him. So she travels all around Europe to find him, and finally ends up in Romania because there is where the adventure starts. So, and she has a companion on her trip. His name is Huck. they used to be friends. They went from friends to lovers, and then they were separated by her father because he thought that it's not right, that their relationship like too early, and that they don't have to be together. But they like reunited. They have reunited finally, and now they are on their way to find Theodora's father, and like they come across many strange people, many interesting events and magical creatures. But the main idea, like the entire novel, is set around Vlad Tepes or Dracula's ring. So it has like strong power that turns a person into a monster. Actually, like at first, the person is very, has a lot of strength, and he's undead, and you can't defeat this person because of the power inside the ring. But as long as the person is wearing this ring, so he becomes a monster eventually. So and you can only like uh, kill this person by, I don't know, like cutting off the finger or cutting off the head if the person has gone mad already. Um, and like all the, occultist society and all these occultist guys are in search of this ring, and they are after this ring. So that's why Theodora and her friend or lover, as you wish, they constantly are chased by really dangerous and strange people. So the entire book like reminded me of some Hollywood action movies, and I suppose that like a really interesting, talented, and famous Hollywood movie director can easily turn this book into a a screenplay, and then into an actual movie. So, if you are a fan of tense, quick-paced stories that involve magic, mystery, vampires, or like royalty, you can definitely read this book. And well, these were all books that I managed to read over October. I'm hoping to get to some more books in November and try reading a bigger amount of different genres and different books. But actually, it depends on my work schedule, on my, home, house commitments, all this stuff. So I'm not sure if I'm going to read more books, but for me, the amount is not the key factor when choosing books and like doing videos on YouTube, because the story itself and all the advantages of this story is a key to me, actually. And if the story is good, I can read one book throughout the month just to enjoy it. So when you are doing videos on YouTube and when you are reading books, don't chase like amounts, and don't chase um, really popular books. Just try to find something that speaks to you and that touches your heart. That's an advice from a YouTube and book blogger. Okay, so I'm hoping to see you very soon, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye.